All right, for the last one, we're gonna go ahead and do a straight bar RDL. So the purpose for this is to really stretch out your hamstrings, and especially your hamstrings, your gluteus maximus, your adductors. It also involves your shoulders, your forearms, your biceps, and don't forget your upper back. So for the straight bar RDLs, the injuries are mostly the same: lower back issues, your hamstrings being overstretched. Also, sometimes you can pull a muscle in your shoulders, your forearm. Just depends how much weight you do. But the most severe thing that can happen to you is obviously you're fractured in your pelvis. But I don't think that's possible with this one because it's done on a cable, so you kind of have more control of the weight. As far as you can also let it go as well. That way, if the weight is too much, that's about it. Some errors that are common in the cable straight bar RDLs is locking out your legs, rounded back, not getting the full range of motion that you're supposed to. Going back to locking out the legs, completely locking out the legs during this movement is bad because it will result in less hamstring engagement. So along the lines, it's gonna cause injury to your back. So it's gonna provide tension to your lower back. As far as the rounded back, both the RDL and the conventional deadlift, it does have a severe risk on your lower back. And for this reason, it should be noted that a slight arch in the back should be maintained at all times. Also, when you're not getting the full range of motion, with some exercises, quite a few actually, you can get away with not performing the full range of motion as long as you apply the muscles that are under tension. But for some other reason, in order to fully attain the benefits of the RDL, for example with a barbell or a dumbbell, you must be going as low as possible to ensure that there is a full hamstring stretch. So as far as spotting goes for the straight bar RDL, make sure that there's not any weight around that can roll towards under their legs or something. You got to communicate and paint them a picture of what you expect, as in your technique, and always make sure that their back is straight and slightly bent, not rounded, because it does cause lower back injuries. You can help the lifter maintain proper form by placing one hand on the lower back. Sometimes you may have to ask permission from the lifter to attempt to do this. And that's about it. You're gonna go ahead and start with a slight bend in your knees, slowly bend at your hips. You're gonna extend your arms forward. Your core should be engaged and your back should be flat. You're gonna go ahead and squeeze your glutes to stand back up. Pull your elbows back, pull with power, and continue to squeeze your glutes at the top to get the full hip extension. Be sure to keep your core engaged. You're gonna repeat this for a certain amount of reps.